Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nick and we are just jumping right into episode 2 of Eternal Generations. I know it's been a while, but so much has happened. I am currently recovering from COVID. I started school. I started my spring semester of school and I'm taking 6 classes and it's just been a lot. But we are jumping into Sidney's household. If you remember from the last episode, Antonio and Sidney got engaged, and so I thought it would be good to jump into Sidney's household and just see him like saying bye to his sister and getting ready to essentially move out and move in with Maliyah and Antonio and San Myshuno, because I mean they're engaged, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Why wouldn't he move in with them? You know, because his family lives so far away. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just, letting them have a little talk, have a little key about the engagement, and then we're just gonna go. One thing about Sidney is that you have to remember that Sidney and Antonio and Maliyah, they're all very young. In my mind, they're about 19 right now, maybe almost 20, but definitely around like 19 years of age. So this is definitely a big step for him. I'm going to just transfer over $5,000 from his family's household funds, just because I feel like he wouldn't really come with a lot of money. They're young, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they've had all the time in the world to save up or have had jobs for a long time. They're straight out of high school basically. So I think they're excited to live together. They think it's gonna be like an adventure, saying first apartment, first time living on their own, and I think that they're definitely on a high right now. So Pierce Delgado is calling Antonio and he's asking if he can X out Shivani, who is their niece, but they're all around the same age. It makes sense that Pierce would ask Antonio, because even though Maliyah is kind of like the leader of their friend group, Antonio is the patriarch of like their generation and their family, especially being that he's the firstborn vampire. So I definitely think it makes sense that Pierce would ask Antonio, and Antonio would say yes, because Pierce is a good guy and they're good friends, so there's really no reason why he wouldn't. So they're just chilling in the house. Sidney's just getting settled in basically, and I still have to like update the bedroom for Sidney to have a bed, and Antoine is calling Maliyah. So if you guys didn't see the end of the last episode, Antoine is Maliyah's boyfriend Eugi. That's his stepfather. Maliyah does not know that that's Antoine's relationship to Eugi. She just thinks he's this older guy that lives in the neighborhood that she finds attractive. And at the end of the last episode, they went to the romance festival together, but this was before Maliyah was showing. So he's asking her out on a date right now, and I think that since Maliyah is showing and there's a possibility that she could run into Eugi, she's gonna say no. If she wasn't showing, if she wasn't pregnant and stuff like that, she probably wouldn't. She probably would consider going like on a little date with him, but since that's not the case, she's gonna say no, because it would be crazy for her to run into her baby daddy with this man, especially that since it's his stepfather and she does not know that. So I was just curious to see where Eugi was, and here he is right outside at the basketball hoops. So can you imagine if Maliyah like goes downstairs on a date with Antoine and she happens to run into Eugi? That would look so crazy, because he doesn't even know that they know each other. Mind you, she doesn't know that Antoine is his stepfather. Like, just keep that in mind. She does not know. But I'm gonna have them go to a parenting class together, just to get out of the house and kind of give Antonio and Sidney some like alone time. So Antonio and Sidney are just booed up in the apartment, and while they're catching up, I just wanted to give y'all a brief little background into the relationship. So growing up, Antonio was very much a loner. He didn't date anybody. He had a moment where he was looking for love, but eventually he accepted the single life, and he's definitely the type of sim to want to settle down with one person. He is definitely the typical vampire that has like a love that he wants to find and just be like focused on. And Sidney was kind of the opposite. He was definitely like a player. He dated around a lot, and for a long time Antonio like had a crush on Sidney and wanted to date him, but he had to watch Sidney date a bunch of other people, and eventually they got together. So I think that now that Sidney's moved in, Antonio's happy to have him like locked down. So it's a little bit later, and there is a rat infestation in the apartment. So this apartment was originally a fixer-upper, and this is the first time that we've like actually seen like an issue in the apartment. And you have to realize that Maliyah and Sidney are both high maintenance sims, and Antonio does not like handiwork. So Antonio's confident in being able to take care of the problem, but he's not happy that he has to do handiwork. So Sidney and Maliyah are gonna go outside because they were both like pretty upset about the rats. But as you can see, as soon as Maliyah gets outside, she's like in a better mood because she's just away from the rats. Like as long as she knows it's getting taken care of, she's kind of like a carefree type of person. But Sidney's holding on to that stress, and I think a lot of it has to do with because Maliyah and Antonio come from like a rich family. Sidney kind of expected to be living this lavish life in San Myshuno. He's only heard about things from San Myshuno, you know what I'm saying? Like how people envision New York to be this lovely place, but they don't think about like the reality of living there. I think that's how Sidney is really experiencing San Myshuno, and I feel like he's venting to Shania and Maliyah about it, feeling a little bit embarrassed because things aren't going as according to how he thought it would be. He looks a little naive and probably feels a little naive, and he's coming to the realization that things are a little bit different than what he expected them to be. And I feel like Shania and Maliyah are trying to tell him like it's just part of the experience of living here. You're gonna grow to love it here. A lot of people like realize that things are a little bit different when they're actually in it in San Myshuno, but it'll work out. And so Maliyah is going to kind of try to like focus on the engagement, focus on the positive, but Sidney is just so hell-bent on being negative about the situation and like wallowing in this like negative vibe. And so not him trying to throw a drink in Maliyah's face, that was kind of like OD. So I feel like at this point, Maliyah's trying to like keep the mood light. So even though she was a little aggravated that he did that, she's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with Shania, get to know our new friend. You just maybe should go upstairs, talk to Antonio, figure out how you feel about living here and what you want to do moving forward, basically. So at this point, Maliyah is definitely in a better mood, and I think she's really thinking about her future, her plans, her goals. When she first moved to San Myshuno, she wanted to work on her singing, her songwriting, and she had all these plans, and she really wanted to like live it up and do all this stuff. And now she's pregnant, she has to think about the future, and on top of that, her living situation is changing. She definitely wants to be stress-free and create an environment that's stress-free. So with Shania, I think her making a friend of Shania is really good, and I think she really has taken a liking to her. And she realized that her brother Major and Shania, they both go to the same school, so I think she would try to like talk him up, because she knows Major hasn't dated anyone before, so I think she definitely feels like she wants to keep Shania around, so why not try to hook her up with her brother? it seems like they have a lot in common. Music, art, you know what I'm saying, being adventurous. So I definitely think Shania will end up being like a new good friend or whatever, and definitely like another person that she can turn to besides Sidney, since he's having a hard time like adjusting. Shania is definitely like a more positive person that she can be around. So she's just gonna keep talking up Major. Wow, Maliyah, I wasn't aware that you felt so strongly about Major. He seems like good company. Yeah, like that would be cute. So it's a little bit later and we're back in the apartment, and as you can see, Sidney is literally still upset, and it's kind of making Maliyah tense that Sidney is tense. It seems like every time she gets in a good mood, she gets around Sidney, and his bad vibes kind of makes her have bad vibes. So I think she was gonna keep trying to, I feel like Maliyah would keep trying to be like positive, friendly, discuss his like bad mood, his hot-headedness, because she knows what it's like to be hot-headed. But it's like nothing is clicking for him, nothing is resonating. And meanwhile, like, Antonio is just chilling. He's just happy Sidney's there. He's used to both of them having like hot-headed personalities, so, and he's always been the more level-headed one, so he's used to it. A lot of chaos, especially with having so many siblings. But Maliyah's like, you know what, I'm gonna take myself out the equation. I'm gonna go over to my boyfriend's house. I'm just clicking Eugi because I was gonna bring him with, but he should be at home. But Maliyah's like, I basically want to just get out. I want to go to my boyfriend's house. I'll spend the night there or whatever. Let me just get out of this environment, because she doesn't want to be beefing with her best friend, and she doesn't also want to put no stress on herself while she's pregnant. So it's best to just get out of that environment altogether. So I felt like she would definitely vent to Eugene and basically let him know, because like I said before, they're all in the same friend group. So she would definitely vent to Eugi and be like, I don't know what's going on with Sidney. I expected us to be like living it up in San Myshuno, and he was so excited, and now that he's gotten there, just because things aren't exactly how he thought they would be, he's been in such a bad mood, and he's been really bringing down the vibe of the house. And I don't know if I want to stay there. I'm pregnant. Like, I don't know if that's the environment I want to be in right now, and I hate to feel this way about my best friend. And I feel like and Eugi is like, you know, Sidney's like a high achiever. He's a high maintenance type of sim. He's not enrolled in college right now because all these major changes are happening in his life, and he's out of sight of his comfort zone. So maybe you just need to give him some space, basically. So Eugi took Maliyah upstairs to his rooftop and showed her that he has started a garden, and he has started growing marijuana, cannabis. So Eugi is a very heavy like cannabis smoker, and he is a character after my own heart. I promise you, Eugi is me. But Eugi is a very heavy cannabis smoker, and he recently started gardening as a way to like relieve stress and to like save money, and he discovered that he really likes it, and so he entered the gardener career. So he really likes it, and I feel like Maliyah thinks that's really like romantic and cute, and really like a really good like creative hobby and career for Eugi. So it's a little bit later, and we are at Maliyah's baby shower, because she was like in the 3rd trimester at this point. And so this is just gonna be a bunch of clips of her at the baby shower and stuff. It really wasn't all that exciting. It was literally just all the family members getting together and giving her gifts and stuff and taking pictures. So nothing crazy happened. So I didn't think you guys would want to sit through the whole thing. But everybody showed up. Yuji's here. There's Shivani. So that's who Pierce wants to date. There's Major next to Antonio, who she wants to hook up with Shania. It's just, you know, the whole family is here. They have a really big family, so it was just a good opportunity for all of them to just get together and see each other because it's been a while. Aww. So Yugi gave Maliyah a baby shower present. So cute. And she looks so good to me. Like, I love her baby shower outfit. It just looks so, I don't know. It's so her. And I feel like today of all days, like, there is nothing but good vibes. Like, there are no bad vibes whatsoever. Yuji's being very romantic and kind. Sidney, I was waiting to see if Sidney had an attitude, but he didn't have an attitude. He was positive. Like, everybody was pretty good. Yugi did finally introduce himself to Liana, which is Maliyah's mom, and they started off with a negative relationship because of the fact that Yugi is a werewolf. So for some of the family members, they might have like a negative relationship with Yugi off rip just because of his status as a werewolf, but it is what it is. Like, in Maliyah's eyes, she's not even like, she don't even think that it's anything that they should be concerned with, because it's not like they have any history with like the whole beef between werewolves and vampires. They were their storyline was created by Vlad. It's not like they had any part in that like historic beef. So they're just gonna take a bunch of pictures. They're so cute. And that's basically it for the baby shower. Like I said before, it was very quick, very simple. Here's another look at Major. So cute. And so we are back at Yuji's apartment. So Maliyah definitely hasn't been back to the apartment with Antonio and Sidney. She's been with Yuji this whole time, so just keep that in mind. So we are here. We are back at the apartment with Antonio and Sidney, and Maliyah is in a better mood. She's feeling playful, and I think she just needed that break away from the apartment to think about things. And at this point, I believe Maliyah has decided that she's probably going to move out. I don't know. At this point, I don't think she knows if she's going to get her own place or move in with Yuji, but she just knows that it's probably for the best that she moves out of the apartment and gives Sidney and Antonio their space, and gives Sidney some time to like adjust to living in San Myshuno, and make it less crowded. She's about to have a baby, and that apartment was really meant to be like the hangout spot. You know what I'm saying? It's not a place to raise a baby anyway. So I definitely think that she is going to want to talk to Antonio and really vent to him and make sure that they're on good terms, because originally they moved to San Myshuno together. That was their plan from when they were in high school. They saved up money and they knew they were going to move to San Myshuno to pursue their dreams, because their dreams aligned with one another. And I feel like Antonio's like, listen, you're still my best friend, you're still my sister. We can still pursue all those dreams and ideas that we had, and nothing's gonna change just because you want to get your own apartment. A lot of things like happened in a short amount of time, so it's definitely understandable. Like I said before though, Antonio has always been like the more level-headed, chill one, so, and Maliyah tends to overthink things, and she's very emotional. So I definitely think that Antonio would reassure her and basically let her know that like it makes total sense, like her decision to want to get her own place at this point. So Nyla, their older sister, is calling to chat with Antonio. So I feel like while he's chatting with her, Maliyah is going to take this opportunity to talk to Sidney and really like share some deep thoughts, figure out their differences, and really like bury the hatchet. And I feel like Maliyah is definitely going to be like, hey bestie, like you're still my best friend regardless of whatever happened between us. I just want you to know that I understand how you've been feeling, and I hope that me and you are still good. And I feel like Sidney's letting her know that since he's enrolled in school, since he's like kind of like gotten into like a schedule, like a swing of things, and things have kind of returned back to like normal, that he's like adjusting, and that, you know, he's getting used to living in San Myshuno. Like it's not as big of a deal as he thought it was. And I feel like at this point she's just letting him know like what her plans are, that she plans on moving out, giving them their space, and trying to figure out like find a new space for her and the baby in San Myshuno. So I wanted Maliyah to travel with Eugi, and I wanted them to go to the grocery store really quick, just so Maliyah can like stock up on some plasma packs and things, because I think I'm gonna have her spend the night at Eugi's house until she can figure out where she's gonna move to and like what her living situation is gonna be, basically. So we are here outside of the grocery store, and I just wanted Maliyah and Eugi to pick up a few things because I didn't want her to go back to Eugi's apartment and not have any plasma to drink, because especially because since she's pregnant, she gets thirsty way faster, and her drinking from Eugi doesn't really satisfy her because of the fact that he is a werewolf, so she doesn't really like it. So I just thought it would be a good idea to stock up on some plasma packs just to avoid the situation altogether. And we came to Newcrest because Newcrest is one of the only areas that allows vampires to buy plasma legally. I've mentioned this before in previous videos, and even though it is a little bit more expensive to do so, Maliyah can afford it, so she's used to getting her plasma this way, and not having to drink from others, so that's what she's gonna do. And this is a mod that I'm using to get the plasma packs with, to be able to shop for them. I believe it's part of Seriously's cooking overhaul mod, but I cannot remember if that's true, but I believe that is a mod that it is a part of, and it's very convenient, and it adds just a little bit more realism to the game, and it has a lot of other features, so it's definitely a mod that I recommend, and I update it every time I play the game. Like, I need it in my game. So Eugi and Maliyah are flirting, and here go Pierce. So Pierce is Maliyah's good friend. As you can see, they can like become best friends because that's how close they are, and that is the one who wanted to date Shivani. He's just a really chill dude, and let me just show you guys her Love Maliyah group. So he is part of the group. These are just some of her closest friends. It's not everybody, but Pierce is definitely a close friend of hers because he lives in Newcrest, and they live basically like next door to each other. So she's just like gonna catch up with him and see how he's doing. Like, they're so cute. I love when my Sims like run into their friends out and about, and it's not like oversaturated. Like, not everybody in the grocery store is somebody she knows, but a couple people, you know, from the neighborhood. I think it's cute. Liana's calling her mom. Hey honey, it's mom. When are you going to come visit? I put all my love and effort into raising you. Can at least drop by once in a while and tell your dear mommy you love her, can't you? We'll visit her tomorrow because it's just not gonna happen today. A lot has happened. She's did her baby shower. She had to deal with having like these deep conversations with her brother and her best friend. Like at this point it's raining. Like I feel like at this point she probably would just want to like go back home and get in bed. Excuse me. Aw. So we are back in Chinatown and we are at Yuji's apartment, and he is feeling like really flirty. She's feeling very confident, so they're both in like really good moods. But we're just gonna go upstairs. Luckily it's not raining here, so it's not raining in the city, so that's a good thing. We definitely do not want Maliyah getting sick while she is pregnant. So while they're heading inside, I just wanted to talk more about their mindset, both of their mindsets right now with the whole pregnancy. So with Maliyah in the relationship, her being pregnant kind of changed things for them and made the relationship more serious. Although they were like, they're in love with each other, they were serious about each other and they're committed. Maliyah was a bit more flirtatious, especially towards people like Antoine, because she's still exploring like her adulthood, her sexuality and stuff. Yuji is her first real relationship that she's had, and for a long time during her teenage years she wasn't boy crazy or anything like that. She didn't go on a lot of dates, so I think for her, being pregnant definitely like brought her out of that phase really quickly. And I feel like for Yuji, he's very much a loyal type of sim, and so he would be happy with Maliyah moving in, them raising the baby there. But I feel like in her mind, Maliyah has it in her mind that she wants to get a new place, and she wouldn't even be opposed to getting a new place with Yuji, but she just definitely doesn't feel like the loft is where she wants to raise her child. And I feel like Yuji, and she knows what the place means to Yuji because his childhood was kind of rough. He's been through a lot, and his apartment is like an extension of him, and so she doesn't want him to give that up. And especially since he's created his rooftop garden and he started this career, she doesn't want to impede in that. So I definitely think Maliyah is trying to figure out a way to like break it to him without hurting his feelings, because she definitely doesn't want to come off as, I don't want to raise this baby with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely not the case. And I think another reason that she feels a little bit guilty is because Maliyah comes from money, want to do couple stuff together. Yeah, I'm going to let them go ahead and do that. I think since Maliyah's family has money, and usually comes from a more of like a rough background, she doesn't want him to feel, and plus with him being a werewolf, she doesn't ever want him to feel like he's not good enough, because for her, he is good enough. She just, you know, wants what she wants. She's a very, like I said, a high maintenance, kind of spoiled, a little bit slightly spoiled, but willing to work for what she wants type of sim, and she's willing to do what it takes to get what she wants. So I think she's like buttering him up or whatever. They're being flirtatious and doing all this so that she can like break it to him a little bit gently, that she wants to get her own place. So now they are done, and I'm going to have Yuji put on some clothes so we can see him. Not ask Maliyah if they're the best they ever had. Ooh, romance level went up. That's cute. The romance skill went up. That is part of Wicked Whims, the romance skill, I believe, or it might be another mod too. I have several mods that deal with romance, but however that she liked it and he liked it, so that's good. But yeah, so now I put it down. That's part of the Urban Socials mod, I believe, that interaction. But they're both feeling really good, feeling really flirty. So I think now's like the perfect time for Maliyah to kind of like break it to him gently, like, I'm thinking about getting my own place. Oh, not him. Okay, so Yuji invited Maliyah to sleep over, so maybe that might make her like push it off a little bit longer, because she has been enjoying her time staying the night at Yuji's house. Like, they whenever she stays the night over there, it's very easy for them. They don't it's not awkward for them to be, you know, in this under the same roof or anything like that. So maybe she'll hold off. Maybe him being such a sweetheart will maybe convince her to move in with him. Maybe that's his plan. Maybe he already knows what she's thinking and that she's thinking of getting her own place. I feel like she's like trying to bring it up, like, so do you like living together? Like, what would you think about me getting a place, getting a house or an apartment? And I feel like Yuji's just trying to be very supportive, and Maliyah's feeling confident because she's learned how to like address situations like head on. Like, she's not backing down and compromising, basically. So it's a little bit later, and Yuji is making some food he's eating food that Maliyah made for him. And I just wanted to talk about this as well. Maliyah has never been a very maternal sim. She's not like the stereotypical housewife. She wasn't growing up. She was very like I said, kind of like leaning towards spoiled, but just not very domestic. But ever since she started dating Yuji, and ever since she became pregnant, something about their relationship and something about Yuji really brings out that caring side in Maliyah that she shows to Yuji and that she doesn't really show to anyone else. And the reason that Maliyah is able to cook is not because she's like practiced cooking or anything like that. She's grew up around her mom, who used to be a chef, and so she used to always be in the kitchen with her mom because she looks up to her mom, but she would learn by observing. And so she's kind of morphing into her mom more than she realized, because her mom is a very domestic sim, but she's also a very like business minded sim. So I think they have a lot more in common than Maliyah probably realized at this point, especially as she becomes more and more of an adult. So Yuji over here smoking his cannabis, getting comfortably high. Maliyah's gonna have some of her plasma packs. Like, she always prefers to, of course, drink plasma over food, but since she was born a human sim, she has an appreciation for food as well. So that's why she always like tries to cook for Yuji and make sure he has something to eat. So Maliyah just put up the food that she made for him, the ramen, and Yuji is over there in the bathroom. So it is getting pretty late, and soon when morning like actually hits, Yuji is going to start getting like really tired. So I think it's about time for them to wind down for the morning technically. So I'm gonna have Maliyah jump in the shower, just wash away the day, and Yuji is going to get high again in the bathroom, which is perfectly fine. He's vaping, and as you can see, they're really comfortable with each other. Like I said, like, it's never been awkward for them. They're just really close. They know the good and the bad about each other, so it's really hard for them not to be comfortable around each other. So I'm gonna change her into her little pajamas. Isn't she so cute? Propose keeps popping up between them, and although I don't think they're necessarily thinking about getting married, because they're both so young, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did end up getting married one day, because at this point it's like, who else is there? I'm gonna put her on a little face mask, you know, just to pamper herself. She loves to pamper herself, so why not? And look at all this stuff they got. They got tons of stuff for the baby shower, so it's really cute. That's really cool. It's really cute. I feel like the rock climbing gear was given to her by Shania, since she's such an adventurous sim. Ooh, y'all, this COVID. Like, I feel so stuffy and like congested. And Yuji is smoking again. I think this time he's smoking like a joint or something, or a blunt. But yeah, they're just winding down. I really love this apartment though. The person who created this lot did an excellent job. A lot of the apartments in this building are furnished and some of them are unfurnished, so you can really customize it. It's a really nice place, and I feel like this place fits Yuji really well. Let's have them get cozy. Not them watching a movie about werewolves. They are so cute. Like, I could sit here and watch my Sims do this all day. I feel like she is just trying to suggestive look. I feel like she is buttering him up as much as possible. Look at them. Aww. And she is thinking about this baby. Cause I know the baby's almost due. I know it is. Don't mind this interaction. For some reason, my Sims keep doing this mischief interaction where they talk about death or something, and I cannot stop them from doing it. I've tried so many things to stop them from doing this interaction, but I don't know. Aw, oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Okay, so her nails, she no longer likes her nails. Let's see what moodlet it is. Worn away manicure. Oh, she's sad about it. Okay, so we need to take care of this, because even though she has all these positive moodlets, if I let her manicure stay worn away for too long, she will be angry. So she's like in my mind talking to him like, I'm gonna probably get dressed soon and go get my nails done, and that way Yuji can go to sleep, because I know he's starting to get tired. He does not like to be awake during the day. So I feel like Maliyah's gonna make like a little post, a little social media post, and then maybe head out. Look at Yuji. He is so tired. Like, why is he forcing himself to stay awake like this? So before she goes, I think it would be cute to have her try to make some food for Yuji, like some breakfast for him for when he gets up. So let's see. Let's have her serve some French toast real quick. I feel like that would be cute. Like, Yuji is so exhausted. Like, just go to bed. Maliyah is not going anywhere, I promise you. Okay, so she's done making the French toast, so we can leave that for him. She's gonna get a little bit of plasma going. He is so tired. I'm gonna have her change her outfit. Let's put on something casual. I feel like she would like steal one of his t-shirts and cut it up and put on some sweats. So let's just put on this outfit, something cute, something cash. Okay, so we are dressed, and I feel like she's just gonna say bye to Yuji, you know, give him a little kiss goodbye, and we're gonna head out. Not asked to marry due to having a child together, girl. Okay, so we're just gonna give Yuji a little kiss goodbye, and we're gonna head out. So of course, you already know we're going to the nail salon that we always go to, our little cheap nail salon. And we're gonna wait for the manicurist to arrive. Hopefully they arrive soon. I'm gonna also hire a barista because I feel like maybe she would need a little pick-me-up. Oh, so tomorrow is Halloween, and Halloween is actually Maliyah's birthday. So it would be really cute if she had her baby on her birthday, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, tomorrow's her birthday, so of course she might want to do like a little birthday party or something. It really depends how she feels, because she could be having her baby at any moment, so we'll see if she's up to it. But that would be really cute. But since there are no manicurists here yet, I'm gonna have her get a little massage really quickly. She's gonna shower first and then get a little massage. And I feel like Maliyah is definitely the type of person to get a fertility massage, even though she's already pregnant. Like, she don't know what it's gonna do, but she hear fertility and she feel like it match her current situation, so that's what she's gonna do. So let's just let her do that and relax, and hopefully a manicurist shows up soon so she can fix her manicure. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, like, COVID has really like beat my ass. Like, I feel so congested and miserable like all day long. It's my first time getting COVID since 2019. Like, I've never gotten COVID, so for it to affect me this much, even though I had the vaccinations and whatnot, it's crazy. And it was so contagious and it happened so fast. So I wouldn't wish COVID on anybody, and I definitely not her being in labor after the fertility massage. And I'm sitting up here talking about COVID and this girl going into labor. Okay, so we are going to have the baby at hospital with Yuji. And one thing I will say, y'all, I have a glitch in my game, and it's not because of any mods. For some reason lately, when I send my characters to the hospital, for some reason the spouse, they never stay. Like, they do the freak out and then they leave immediately. So I don't expect Yuji to stay for the birth, but hopefully he does. So we are here at the hospital. She is here in her massage. Yes, girl. This baby is coming. Let's check in at the front desk. See, Yuji gone immediately. And it's not his fault. That's definitely a glitch. Have her check in. Let's go have this baby girl. She is so big. Like, she looks like she's about to have twins. I'm so excited though. Like, I've given a lot of thought to what I'm gonna name the baby. I definitely wanted the name to sound very like werewolfy or vampire-y, so it's so funny. The lady who is giving birth to Maliyah's baby is the lady who literally gave birth to her. So this lady has been a doctor for a minute, and she has given birth to all of Liana's children, and now she's about to give birth to Maliyah's first kid. It's really crazy, but she better act like she knows what she's doing. I'm so excited. Congratulations, it's a girl. So I have given a lot of thought to the baby's name, like I said before, and the name I decided to end up going with is a name that I felt like was wolfy, vampiric enough, I guess. So I decided to go with Persephone. It's a name I always liked, and I've always liked Persephone from mythology, so I think it's cute. Yes. For a minute I was afraid she was gonna have twins, but it's a one baby girl, period. My girl is a mother now. That is so crazy. I'm so sad Yuji couldn't be there, but it's alright. It's not his fault. Maliyah has been feeling really calm and cheerful lately. Has Maliyah learned to temper down her hot-headed behavior, embrace a change? I feel like it is perfect for her to go from hot-headed to cheerful. Like, it's a new milestone in her life. She's a mother now. She's gone through so much. She's matured so much in this year since, like, I'd say year and a half since she's been out of high school. Like, she is definitely a woman, from becoming a vampire to dating Yugi to becoming a mother. Like, such a perfect, appropriate time to change from hot-headed to cheerful at the birth of her daughter. So we're back at the apartment, and I just changed her into this outfit, something comfortable, something cute. And we're back at the apartment because we technically still live here, so this is where they dropped the baby off at. And she has a snapback. Look at that body. The body is bodying, okay? Not we show up and Antonio is drinking from Sidney. But here's the baby. Here's baby Persephone, and it is a werewolf baby, period. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so happy Persephone is a werewolf baby. Like, it's so cute. And I feel like Maliyah would immediately show off the baby to Antonio because they are literally best friends. And like, for Antonio, I feel like Persephone is like an extension of Maliyah. Like, literally, like, that's like his twin. Like, that's his baby. Like, this baby girl is gonna be so spoiled by Antonio. It's gonna be so crazy. Oh, look how cute and little and caramel she is. Oh my goodness, so adorable. Look at him, immediately cuddling Persephone. Aww. I already reached parenting level 1, period. I'm just gonna let him spend some time with Persephone, especially since Maliyah plans on moving out. Like, he's probably gonna try to get as much time as he can in with his niece. And of course Antonio is the godfather. Like, of course he is. Meanwhile, Sidney over here feeling butthurt. Who calling Maliyah? Oh, that's their old nanny congratulating her. He recovered from being bitten really quickly. Like, that's kind of crazy how fast he recovered from that. So I'm gonna have Maliyah discuss Sidney's uncomfortable mood with him and be like, are you okay? Because when I showed up, you were on the floor. Like, did Antonio have to drink from you? Like, are you good? Like, I had my baby. And he's like, you know what? I appreciate the fact that Antonio is rich. And I love your brother, but the money really helps when he does shit like this, when he drinks from me without my permission. Like, it's like he just jumps on me and he expects me to just pop back up like nothing's wrong. So I feel like Maliyah would definitely put out a post about her baby. Yes, happy narrative, period. I got a new bundle of joy. I really wish Eugi was here, but we'll see him soon enough. But I just feel like she is just so happy that she had her baby. Like, so cute. So I want her to show off the baby to Sidney as well, because soon we're gonna have to leave and find somewhere to stay. So let's just hurry up and introduce her bestie to her baby. Are those roaches? I'm sorry, are those roaches by the baby's crib? Oh, we gonna have to get up out of here. Sidney, hurry up and say hi to the baby, because we gotta hurry up and go. I'm sorry, y'all got a lot going on. Yeah, you gotta, Antonio, you need to call the landlord, because it's getting out of hand. It's getting real ridiculous. And here goes Sidney, worst day ever. Yeah, that would piss me off too, because I hate roaches. Like, they scare me. Yeah, so I feel like Maliyah's like, you know what, Sidney, you can see the baby, you can cuddle the baby later. I'm gonna go ahead and go. So we're gonna split from the household and move. Don't spray that stuff too close to the baby. Let's get on out of here. So of course we are taking Persephone with, and we're gonna take like half the money, like 100,000, because they both earned that money. Antonio and Maliyah both earned that money from investing in things, so half that money is hers. So we are going to take it and dip. Okay, y'all, so it is the moment we have been waiting for. We are going to finally move Maliyah, and I put some thought into this. My San Myshuno is kind of full, so I did want to keep her in the spice market, because that is where Sidney and Eugi and Antonio are. So Maliyah and Antonio's original apartment is right here in the corner, and as you can see, it needs TLC, but there are no other apartments available in that building. And then Eugi's Chinatown area is right here, right next door. Like I said before, it's a really nice place. It has like a lot going for it, natural light and all that stuff, but it's just not the type of apartment that Maliyah sees herself moving into with her baby. So if you go right here into this apartment building, the Jasmine Suites apartments, there is an empty apartment, and it's right across the hall from the Yanez family. So this is actually where Eugi grew up. And once again, Maliyah does not know this. She knows he grew up in the area, but she does not know who he's related to or anything like that, because Eugi does not talk about his family. So the apartment she found is going to be right across the hall from where Eugi grew up. So it's going to be interesting, but it has good schools. It's on a ley line. It seems like a good place to raise a kid. So like very family friendly. So we're going to move in here. We're going to move in unfurnished, and this is where she is going to start her new life with her baby girl Persephone. So this is the apartment. Let me take Persephone out the inventory, because for some reason they felt like she couldn't fit in there. Let's put Persephone down, and we're gonna turn on the lights and electricity. And this is the SNB Bills mod. That's another mod that I always have in my game, just to make these more realistic. So we're gonna get the premium package because Maliyah has premium money. And this is the apartment. It has some steps. It is completely gutted, because I feel like, why is she so angry? Oh, she's having a mood swing. She'll get over it soon, because she's no longer pregnant. But yeah, The apartment is really nice. It has a lot of potential, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to turn out once we decorate it and everything, especially with the nice high ceiling and these steps. It's definitely going to be an interesting layout. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode here. It's another long one, and I do enjoy making these longer episodes because I feel like I can fit a lot of their life into one episode, but also take the story slow and day to day. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm sorry it took so long for me to upload this part, but I should have more episodes coming out soon. It's just a process of balancing school and this, but I hope you guys enjoyed again, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.